Hi everyone, this is the National Master Alessandro Santagati, and in this video we will see the game that I played in the Malta Chess Open in the last round against the Grandmaster Henrik Teske from Germany. I played with black this game and he played c4, so English opening, and I played knight f6, knight c3, e6. So we played to take the square d5, and now knight f3. In this kind of position, it's correct play d5, I think. Maybe the white can try to play d4. And it's a queen game after that. My choice was c5, because my idea is push d5, but I prefer push it ladder. And also because I can also play in a different way with d6 in theory. So it's not forced to push d5. I prefer to play in this way. Now I play d4, and I took the pawn, knight takes d4. In this kind of position, my square d6 is weak, and it could be a problem for the future, and I prefer push this pawn immediately to don't have the problem about this pawn in the future, and for this reason I played d5 immediately. Bishop g5, it's the main line in this variation, and it's very important for black play in the right way here and play e5. e5 is a very good move because now the white has a problem about where bring the knight, and my opponent chooses to take the knight on f6. I took with my pawn because take with the queen is wrong. If I take with the queen, there is easily knight takes d5, and now white is much better because I have to move the queen and then can simply go back with the knight, and my position now I think is completely lost. So I'm forced to take with the pawn, and for sure it's impossible to play a move like this because I can simply take the piece, so it doesn't work. And now the white has moved the knight, and the question is where the knight can go. Probably can go to f3, to b3. Teske chooses to play knight b3, and now I play d4. It's also playable d takes c4, but I didn't like it because I saw that after the trade of the queens, king takes d8, there is castle queenside, and now my king is not safe. I have a lot of problem because if king e8, there was knight a5, the white can simply retake the pawn, and after that I must pay attention about this maneuver. So my position was not so easy after that, so I prefer to play d4 for this reason. So I played d4, and now knight d5. This knight on d5 is very strong because it's a key square for white, and my idea was make immediately pressure against it. So I played bishop e6 to attack this knight, and now the white is forced to defend it with d4. And now, okay, the white has a strong knight, but I have a dangerous pass pawn, so the position is equal. f5. My idea is make pressure against the pawn e4, and at the same time open this diagonal for my queen. So bishop d3, and now I'm not sure if my idea was correct, but I think it can be an interesting idea. I played bishop takes d5 because in my idea it should take with the pawn c. In theory, it's also possible to take with the pawn e, because after e4 there is knight takes d4, so the white can sacrifice the piece because my king now is very weak. But I didn't see it in the game, so and probably yeah, so I didn't see it, and when I played this move I was sure that the white has to take with the pawn, but in theory it's also possible to take with the pawn e with the idea to sacrifice a piece. Okay, well, but he played c takes d5, so he followed my idea. And now bishop b4 check. This move is very interesting because now I think the white has two options, or knight d2, so the knight can go back, or king f1. If on knight d2, my idea was play queen a5 and make pressure against this knight. So for example, if a3, I can simply trade the pieces, and my idea was play this endgame, because in my idea this endgame was good for me because, for example, after this move, bishop takes, I could play also king d7, and in the game I didn't see that f4 can be a very strong move immediately because after f6 there is f takes e5, f takes e5, and now rook hf1, and I don't have the time to bring my rook out, and the white now is much better. But I didn't see it in the game, and I thought that was a very good position for me in the game. Okay, after this probably I have to play knight d7, and my position is still playable now, but probably I'm not better now, because the white has the time to play f4 and to make pressure about my strong pawn structure, so probably the position is slightly better for white. Okay, well, so we can go back, and he didn't play knight d2, and he played king f1. So after king f1 I played f takes e4, bishop takes e4, and now knight d7. Knight d7 is an important move to develop the pieces, because my king on e8 is not so safe, so I need to bring pieces in the game. And in this position, at move 15, white made an important mistake. He played knight takes d4. And now this sacrifice is wrong, because, okay, if I take the knight, the white I think is winning after queen takes d4. Double attack, and okay, white is much better now. If knight f6, there is queen a4 check, and if king f8, the white can simply take the piece, and if queen d7, the white can simply take the bishop on b4, and when I take the bishop, the knight can go back, and the white took a pawn in this way, so the white is much better. So the question is what to do here, because okay, knight f6 doesn't work. E takes d4 doesn't work. Knight c5 I think it doesn't work, because if knight c5 there is bishop f3, and if the black will take it, again the same problem, double attack. So in this position it's very important to play queen h4, very strong move, because he's attacking the bishop and the pawn at the same time. It's very important. Now doesn't work f3, because if f3, easily bishop c5, and I'm attacking the knight, and I'm threatening checkmate on f2. And if g3, I can play check, and then I take the knight, so easy win for black. And if, for example, another move, I don't know, we can imagine, okay, if I move the bishop, I take the knight easily, so no problem. Maybe if knight b5, with the idea to take the rook, with the fork to c7, the black can simply take the bishop, and after knight c7, king e7. And if knight takes, rook takes, and black is winning. It's winning because the black has two minor pieces against the rook, and at the same time the white king is very weak on f1. The white is prone to develop the rook on h1, so the white has a lot of problems in a very bad position. So yeah, black is much better now. So in this position, the only move probably is queen e2, so try to sacrifice the piece, and I took the knight. And now I play the rook d1. I think now is better for white play bishop f5 check, because after the move I have to play queen e7, and after queen e7 is playable for white queen c4. The idea about this maneuver is force knight d5, and after queen takes d4, force the black to castle short, and it's much better for white because in the future the white can try to play h4, rook h3 to make pressure against this castle. Because the black king is safer in the queen side, so it's very good for white try to force the black to castle on the king side. Well, so bishop f5 was better, he didn't play it and he played rook d1. And now I played castle alongside. Rook takes d4, bishop c5, and now rook c4. And now I made an important mistake, because the best move now is rook e8, because b4 doesn't work, because if b4 I play simply b5, and now I can take the bishop after that. And yeah, if g3 is not a problem, I think, because I can simply play check, and when, for example, bishop back to g2, I can simply take the bishop, and I'm winning here, so it doesn't work. And if king g1, there is easily f5, and I'm winning, so not a problem g3 in this kind of position. So I made an important mistake, because I played king b8, and if the white see this move, the black is still better, but I lose something in my advantage, so I have to move the queen to g5, and the white can take a piece after that, after bishop takes d7, and if rook takes, there is bishop g4, and yeah, the white take the piece, and now the white can try to play maybe for a draw. So yeah, it was a very important mistake. I played king b8, but he didn't see it and he played the g3, and now I'll go back with the queen, and now queen f3. Queen f3 is not a good move, I think, because I can simply play knight d5, and the white is forced to play queen f4 to defend the rook, because now the knight is pinned. And after that, I played bishop d6. Now my knight is free to play, and the white has to go back with his rook. And now, it's important this because the black is up a piece, and at the same time, the white attack is blocked. So, it's very important. And now it's important attack for black to win the game. And for this reason, I played h5 with a simple idea to play h4 and to open the king side to attack the white king. And now we played h3. Maybe it's better now h4 for white to try to block the position. But after knight g4, queen to f3, there is rook h6 and then rook f6. So the black has a very strong attack. So yes, I think the position is losing for white. Well, so he played h3, I played h4 to force the white to push, and then there is the weak square f4 in which I can bring my knight. So I played knight g6, queen f5, and now before to bring my knight I'll play the rook e8, and this move is very important because I forced the white to weaken his position, because he played f3 to defend the bishop, and now the second and the first rank are completely open, and it's very easy to attack the king. And now Teske resigns because it's impossible to defend this position after f3. In theory, I could after f3 I can play rook c8 simply, and if f3 I take, and then I can bring my rook to c1. Because this king is without squares. For example, if g2 easy, I think, or bishop g3 immediately, then knight f4 or knight f4. So no problem for me after that, because for example knight f4, king h2, and can work also rook c2, because if the white will take, I can go with the queen and then there is checkmate. So very easy position now for black. Okay, about this game is all. Thank you for your attention. If something is not clear, feel free to comment this video. Bye. Remember to follow me on social networks and share the video with your friends. Thanks.